Hey there. I don't know why I'm recording this today. I'm absolutely rotten cold and I can't talk. I just was kind of playing through this and I thought, hey, I'll stick a video up. This is Master of Darkness, or Master of Barkness if you have troubles reading Gothic script, like a hell of a lot of people reviewing it out there did at one point. This is kind of sort of Sega's answer to Castlevania. And I'm a big Castlevania fan. And so I never really get to review. I don't know why. Probably because I'm more into the later ones, especially the GBA ones, and I just never really play them much on PC. But anyway, listen, I'm gonna have a quick look at the first level of this, and yeah, feel free to watch. Thanks for watching, guys. And again, apologies for my voice. I just have a really chronic cold today, so my voice is a bit growly. Okay, see you in the game. Okay, so Master of Darkness. Now, you might have noticed my voice sounds a little bit better. That's because a week's passed pretty much between the me recording that little intro and actually getting to play this. What happened was I recorded my my gameplay and had a few issues, recorded it again, and then said, oh yeah, grand, I'll tidy everything up and stick the video up on YouTube. And then I decided to try and fix a video problem I had on my machine. Which in turn meant rolling back a video driver, which in turn meant using a video driver scrubber thing, which in turn knocked in a lot of services on the PC, which, long story short, meant I had to basically rebuild my PC from scratch, because I discovered it's somehow, due to a lack of hard disk space, my machine had deleted all the restore points. So yeah, a week has passed. Anyway, enough of that. Mrs. Master of Barkness, or Darkness. A lot of people have trouble with that D, that kind of gothic-y D thing, and I've seen reviews of this where it's called Master of Barkness, which there's werewolves or something in it later on. So as I said, this is Sega's Castlevania. The plot is just a bit of hokum, kind of you have the really weirdly named Dr. Ferdinand Social. He's a social guy, he's not a lonely man, he's a social man. And yes, it's Tuxedo Bouncer Dracula there. It ties into Jack the Ripper somehow, and that's giant teeth floating everywhere. Look, it's you don't need to worry about the plot. It's basically similar to NES era Castlevania, and it was really graphics. It's a worried looking Victorian lady. It's ready to get at the neck. So he began investigating. As you see, investigating consists of jumping up and down with a knife. So, first of all, graphically, Master System game, it's excellent. You're going to see in a second, it's very Castlevania-esque. I mean, there's no question about it. It's the Zynga games of Castlevania. It's basically, they kind of went, oh yeah, Sega went, let's do what our competitor does as close as we can to it without getting sued. Now, these, I never know if I'm running this properly. Poirot masks? I don't know. Poirot masks. They're the equivalent to, I think it was the candelabra in Castlevania that gave you little items. Well, in this anyway, you hit things. You hit those guys and you get bonuses. Now, secret area ahoy. There you go. Some extra life I didn't need. A couple of things. The only thing, one of the few things, sorry, not the only thing, one of the few things I don't like about the game is, bugger! Well, that. Let's see, is there anything interesting here? No. If scrolling things off the screen and scrolling them back on again will wipe its enemy memory, if you know what I mean. So, bugger, did not undo that at all. Yeah. In other words, you kill the baddie, you scroll back, you say, oh, I forgot something at the back of the screen, and you go back there, and the baddie has returned. Established shifty looking guy, because it's a video game, and that's not violent and weird and antisocial doing it in this. But don't do it in real life, folks. unfortunately. Lots of awkwardly placed items. That gun, by the way, it's like a hammer in the face, dog. That gun, by the way, would be the equivalent of the Bible or holy water or the knife in Castlevania. Whoops. That thunk noise you heard is my microphone falling down. Let's pick it up and pretend to be professional. Hopefully you're not hearing lots of horrible janky noises there while I move it around. Yeah, so I have no secondary weapon here at the moment. The secondary weapons are... Ah! Damn it! The secondary weapons in it are... it works the same way as Castlevania anyway. Oh, stabby weapon. Hammer time. You know, the annoying thing is, as I mentioned, I've done a playthrough of this already, and the last time I played this, I was a hell of a lot better. Honest, folks. Oh, why would there be an end? Is there anything there? No. I hate when you see something that looks suspicious. Why is there an area there? Where's the secondary weapons gone? There should be loads. I've got a gun. Oh ho ho. I think that's extra moolah. There's going to be something secret in here. I know it. Yay! Now the other thing, and you'll hear me screaming in anguish later on when it happens, is the game has an awful habit of giving you back your crappy weapon. One of the weapons you can get is the rubbishy little stabby knife, which is terrible. There's no reason to have it that I can see. Now let's go with some bombs instead. Well, that was useful. So basically 3 stages per level, and the level boss guy chappy. Oh, there we go. There's zombies, but they're basically mermen. Yeah, end the level baddie. Oh, I love the sword. Pointy. Oh, that was close there. Oh, I'm going up into the title screen. How is it possible? Going up into the score. Into the water, would you? Merman zombie. Ah, see what I mean? I honestly can't work out if that's supposed to be some sort of penalty. Or whether it's, you know, some sort of subtle gameplay thing that I'm not picking up on. But yeah, you have your lovely sword, and all of a sudden you pick up the crappy knife, and immediately you lose your sword, and you end up with that instead. So why? But yeah, as I mentioned probably several times, this was the Master System's Castlevania, and I think it does a really good job. I mean, it's graphically, it's great. Sorry, just make that shamble away. It's pretty varied. There's a couple, like the levels of it, you know. There we go. Hey, let's see it do it. That was an extra life. It's weird. You have to pretty much time that perfectly, or else you free the extra life and it immediately drops off screen, never to be seen again. I need to be careful here. Yeah, see, if I just gone straight in there, would I get that crappy knife again? Can't work out if that's a feature or a bug. But I do love doing Master System games. Probably because, you know, a lot of retro gaming review sites are US based. The Master System tends to get kind of written off because in the US and Japan, well, US definitely, it didn't do very well. Nintendo were basically bending over backwards to make sure the NES was a success in the US, whereas in Europe they just really didn't give two craps. So the Master System didn't really get much of a look in the States, and it's generally regarded as being a failure. No, it isn't. It was places like Europe and parts of Brazil and that, it actually sold, you know, it was still selling up until the late 90s. And again, bear in mind that, you know, you had to it was sort of interchangeable to a certain extent with the Game Gear. A lot of like this, there was a Game Gear version of this. It's pretty similar, to be honest. It's basically the same code, just as far as I know. Just with the kind of a few of the proportions changed, you know, to make it look a bit better on the GameCube, on the Game Gear screen. Excuse me. But wow, I exchanged my axe for an axe. But it was a good system with a, you know, it sold a lot of, had a hell of a lot of titles and sold pretty well in my neck of the woods. And like I said, unfortunately, because in the US it didn't do well, it tends to just get written off. And I think that's why, I think of it as being the plucky underdog, and that's why I love reviewing games for it. I also love, if you ever see the way Master System games, if you ever see a Master System game boxed, it goes with the same clamshell design that the Mega Drive had, or Genesis if you're in the US. We'll look the other way with that. And they're really, really cool kind of 80s design. They've even got this kind of weird graph paper logo on the graph paper kind of feel to the artwork. It's got this kind of blue checkerboard background, you know, and you've got a little, you know, stylized picture or whatever the game is. I think that's really cool, you know. And the Master System 1, the Master System 1 is this really 80s angular kind of console. It's bad enough to avoid baddies, but I have to avoid drops like that. There we go. So I'm a vampire hunter, and yet strangely seem to be drinking blood to replenish my energy. Let's kill that Banshee lady. It's also really funny that Banshee and Gaelic, now Gaelic is limited, I haven't done it in years in school, but if I remember rightly, Banshee translates as fairy woman, Banshee, Ban being woman, Shea being fairy. Which is why I always thought the Marvel Comics dude Banshee was a bit oddly named, really. Unless he liked dressing up a bit differently at the weekends or something. Anyway, I'm rambling wildly here. Or give me blood, I mean health potion. Not a vampire. Yeah. It's a realistic representation of a boomerang, and that I'm throwing it and it's not even remotely coming back to me. Oh, I won't get fooled again. Axe to the head, misses. Yar! He looks like some sort of jaunty spiv, but he talks like a pirate. I kind of wish I had more energy left. Ah, exploding, which usually means he's dead. So, more plot is happening. Somehow he's... Is he... His Jack the Ripper? Is that the guy I just killed? I'm confused. What's the... Ah, that's... No, never mind. We're not really playing this for the plot. So anyway, you get the... This is the Waxworks level. Now. There's a Venus there. You don't get that level of nudity in Nintendo games. Unless they're weird Japanese ones that I'm probably not allowed to review on YouTube. Oh, bloody hell, I got the hammer back. Oh, she doesn't like that. Okay, let's do this leap of faith thing. One more time and I'm just screwing it and leaving it there. You haven't got... Okay, it was another hammer. There we go. Yeah, see, whenever I manage to get a secret item, I will spend the rest of the game looking in every similar place to get one. Okay. Take a sword to the groin. Oh, I hate timed items, you know. Now, there's probably something in there. Let's go. Oh, I can't get back there. Oh, this looks suspiciously like an end. This is pretty cool. A splatter housey, little timed event. Ah, couldn't handle the pressure. Anyway, that was just a quick look at Master of Darkness. Master of Darkness, one of my favourite little Master System games, and yeah, I just wanted to share it with you. Thanks for watching, guys. Apologies for the really cracked voice and the bit of the fact that it's a bit disjointed because I've recorded half this video like last week and half today. But again, thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.